Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today I'm in York. Now I've been to two places that you guys have recommended and I decided to have a good look around and go to somewhere which I really fancy. Now behind me is Forest. Now I've had a look at their menu in the window and it looks a really nice place to go into. As always, let's give it a go. Okay, so we've come inside. First things first, what a beautiful restaurant. It's kind of like a forest. I know the name of the restaurant's Forest, but it is really lovely in here. Nice vibes to it. The staff are very friendly as well, so really good. The other thing is it's privately owned. It's owned by a family, and I think we should actually champion that a little bit more and support people who have their own businesses. Anyhow, onto the menu. I've come evening time, so it's an evening a la carte menu. You've got lots of nice starters there, and obviously take a look through the menu yourself. Quite a nice range of main courses. You've got the likes of Yorkshire rack and lamb, Yorkshire duck breast, cod. Me, I'm going to go for the Swain's Family Butcher's Rump Steak. And it comes with homemade chips, battered onion rings, grilled flat mushroom, roast vine tomatoes, and that's £22. I've also ordered that with the brandy peppercorn sauce, which is an additional £2 as well. Now, as you all know, I'm not into my mushrooms, so I've asked them to take the mushroom off, so do bear that in mind at the end. To go with that, I've gone for a nice glass of their Australian Shiraz, which is £5.60. Again, that's quite a reasonable price as well. Okay, I've just asked the member of staff there what it means, Swain's Family Butchers rump steak, and what it is, they source their meat from a local butcher. So if you like, the restaurant helping the local butcher, and the local butcher obviously helping the restaurant, which I think is really good. The other thing which I forgot to mention is they have a fantastic range of desserts here. So again, I've got a bit of room inside, I'll give one of them a go. And I ordered my steak medium rare, which I forgot to mention as well. So really good. The wine itself, that is really tasty. That's really good. That should go brilliantly with the steak. Oh wow. Okay, I'll see you when the meal arrives. Eating with your eyes, presentation wise, looks really nice. A bit unusual, you've got the steak actually on top of the chips. I've just looked at the menu there and it doesn't say what size the steak is, and I'd actually say that's more of a 10-ounce steak, which is quite a nice size for the money. Let's just take that off for a second. Oh, the juices of the steak are going straight into the chips there. So you've got a nice portion of chips there. You have the onion rings. Underneath that, you have the vine tomatoes. I think I got a little bit extra there because I didn't have the mushroom, and the peppercorn sauce. First things first, let's dive into the steak and see how it's cooked. Now, I ordered it medium rare. Lots of the green stuff around the place. That's cut through very nicely. Oh wow. Now that is cooked. Let's have a look at the other side. that is cooked perfectly, absolutely perfectly. See what it tastes like. As I said, it cuts very nicely. That's a fantastic piece of rump steak. It's got a nice charring on top. You can see where they've seasoned it with salt and pepper. The steak itself is very juicy. As I said, cooked to absolute perfection. Let's try one of the chips. Homemade chips, which I really like. Wow, look at them. Nice and crisp on the outside. Chips are nice and crisp on the outside, as I said. Inside, really, really soft as well. That is very, very good. I'm going to try it with some of the peppercorn sauce. Peppercorn sauce is very thick. The pepper comes through brilliantly. Very, very rich, very creamy. That's a very good peppercorn sauce. Now with the onion ring, let's have a crunch on this. The onion inside is very soft. Nice crisp to it as well, to the batter. That's very good. Let's try one of the fine tomatoes. They are really, really sweet. Very, very soft. And again, griddled nicely. I really like vine tomatoes. I prefer it than the bigger tomatoes, mainly because I think there's a lot more flavour there. Okay, back to the steak. Let's try that with some peppercorn sauce. I'm super impressed. That is a really good plate of food. That steak is fantastic, really good. I'll see you guys shortly. As I said earlier on, my steak's cooked perfectly for me, medium rare. I'll be interested to know, what steak do you prefer and how do you like it cooked? I mean, I like it medium rare, I like it rare. For content of this video, that's why I always have it medium rare. What is your favourite cut of meat and how do you prefer it cooked? I'll be more than interested to find out. Now the peppercorn sauce. Oh wow, that looks fantastic. Okay, you can see I've got a smile on my face. I'm going to come to the food in a minute. I'm going to talk about the restaurant itself. Forest is an absolutely gorgeous restaurant. It's right here in the heart here of York. The service is amazing. Service today was so pleasant, they were so nice, it's untrue. Standards here are amazingly good as well. It's got a fantastic beer garden outside. It's a little bit chilly tonight, so won't be going out there. On to the food. The steak. Oh, that rump steak was disguised as a fillet steak with all the flavour. It was a fantastic piece of rump steak. sourced locally from a butcher's. I believe it's called Swain's Butchers, which I think is fantastic that it's all locally sourced. It was full of flavour. You cut into it, it tasted so nice, so nice. It was juicy, it was succulent. That was a fantastic piece of steak. Normally when you get a rump steak, it's a little bit fatty, it's gristly, it's tough, and you're cutting into it. Not this piece. You saw it yourself. It was fantastic, perfectly cooked as well. Love the homemade chips. Had a fantastic flavour to them. Not sure what they were cooked in. I think it must have been goose fat, because the flavour there was absolutely amazing. Nice and crisp on the outside, really delicate on the inside. And I think it's really nice that they make the effort to make homemade chips and not just get frozen chips. I think that's really good. The vine tomatoes, again, going that little step further. The vine tomatoes were so juicy. They were soft. They were very nice, and the sweetness came through, and that complemented the meal very nicely. I really liked the onion rings. The onion rings had a nice crunch to them, beautiful onion flavour inside. Again, homemade onion rings. I thought they were fantastic. The peppercorn sauce, you could taste the brandy in the peppercorn sauce. It was nice and creamy. You could see it came out with fantastic consistency. It complemented the steak absolutely perfectly. Altogether, that was a fantastic plate of food. Really good. Okay, onto the bill. For the rump steak, it was £22. For the peppercorn and brandy sauce, it was £2. The wine itself was £5.60. No service charge, no service charge. And the service was out of this world. It was absolutely fantastic. But £24 for that quality of food, that's excellent value. The chef here needs to be very proud of himself, because he's done a cracking job there. What mark am I going to give it? Well, every aspect of that plate was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. So I have to give it a perfect 10 out of 10. Now, this is my last meal here in York. I've been to a couple of other places, and clearly I've saved the best till last. Love to hear your comments. Really appreciate to hear what you thought of that meal, and if you thought it was value for money as well. If you could like and subscribe to our channel, you know I really appreciate that. Until next time, cheers.